So the lobby title said beginner, so let's go with brutal. So it's not too boring. They aren't choosing anything hard. We'll stick with it. Okay, so we're gonna go for the hybrid. After the last update, this guy got absolutely buffed and now he dominates every single match. He used to be useless. His upgrades on node would only give him like 5% HP bonus. But now, the more you upgrade, the more insane the buffs get. So at first maybe you have some damage reduction and like speed boost, damage boost, but then the crazy ones start coming, like more splash on your attack, experience buffer, as well as life leech. And aura that deals damage. What else do we have? And passive income for your whole team are just a couple of the buffs that you get. So first thing first, you need to get over the early game, because the hybrid is not all too useful in the early game. You will have decent damage, but it kinda sucks. You only have splash damage. Your single target damage is not that impressive. So you'll mostly be here to help your team, because you're a tank. You can use your enrage to taunt your enemies, because this is basically a taunt. This makes all your enemies around you attack. They attack you. Your W is a percentage based damage ability, which now is not all too useful because it only deals 4%, which is not a lot. But in the late game you will be able to cast this every 5 seconds and it will deal more like 50%. So you really want to get over the early game. You need first the speed, the bonus vitals, and then the cooldown speeds, so you have the best chance of surviving. And for the talent points, you wanna go hit points, speed, or energy and energy regen. All three if possible, if not just a couple of them, because these benefit the hybrid the most, because he doesn't really need early damage, because even if he gets the buff, let's say the 100% from talent points, he will still not be particularly strong. So these are the main things that you're gonna go for. If you want, you can sure go for damage, go for, I don't know, experience boost, but for the most part these are the most useful ones: energy, hit points, and speed, because his base speed is also really high and he can outrun, I think, almost all the enemies, even on really difficult modes like Torment or Chaotic. So it's really easy to survive with this guy. You just need a good team also. You need a couple damage dealers like Cyclones, Battle Cruisers, because you cannot handle the bosses yourself. There is no way you're gonna handle any boss. That's why you always want to have a decent team with the hybrid, because he's a team player. He's supposed to stay around other people, taunting the damage and doing not much else. Now this is a hard difficulty, which is not challenging at all despite the name, so we won't need to defend our friends too much. As you can see, I deal almost no damage to this boss. Come on, help, Cyclone. We're supposed to deal with the bosses. And also it's really expensive to buff this guy. You'll need about 400,000 minerals to max him out. Which is a lot. Which is a whole lot. You will need the last buff, the a million minerals one, to max him. And as for the other buffs, nothing go too crazy. You'll need double damage, you'll need speed cooldowns, and you'll need hit points buffer. Other than those, you can go for whatever you think you need. Because the others don't benefit this guy a lot. They are kinda there. And also with the addition of these full HP packs, the hybrid is basically impenetrable. Just go into a couple enemies, use your R, take the hit points, and then go back. Now he's also okay for dealing with these undead structures, these infested structures. Because he can take a lot of damage and he deals a lot of damage when he takes a lot of damage. As you can see, one shot that tank. Now without his R, he's pretty weak. He needs his R for most of the damage that he's gonna deal early game. Am I lagging? Who's lagging? Yeah, I think it's me. My connection is a bit loose. Yeah, we're not even that great when fighting these. But these will give us the resources we need for a couple more upgrades. Because there is not much else to do. Other than get a couple structures. He can easily tank all the siege tank shots and then use the damage to his advantage. We really need cooldown speed. So for gas upgrades we are gonna go into speed, into bigger bullets, into vitals, into speed cooldowns, depending on what you're doing. If you're focused on tanking a lot of damage, then go for bonus vitals first. But if you don't really need to be any tankier, you can choose anything else basically. You can go bigger bullets first. But all the other things are not really gonna help the hybrid. Range, no, not that useful on him. And his speed buffs, like his special, like his, how are they called? Speed specialities, and the other one don't really benefit this guy a lot. They simply are not that useful. Now we are kinda taking a lot of damage here. Our cooldowns are so high. I think we're gonna die. Oh, come on. So I shouldn't have gone that way. But we haven't lost much. So early game it's just tanky, it doesn't really do much. Now we won't really need speed, not even speed. We'll just go straight for the speed cooldown. Because speed only helps when the enemies can outrun you easily. But when they can't, then there is no reason for it. Is that a boss? Yeah, but the mothership got that. So we're mostly here for farming in the beginning. Only minerals, only gas. I would say to go to a base, but because these guys will steal a lot of the kills, then I don't really suggest it. I suggest just going for the infested structures and not go deep in their base like I did here. Yeah, I think they nerfed Cyclone too. 6% is still a lot, even though it's not as big as it once was. Can I get both tanks here? Yes. As you can see, I one-shot the whole base. So his R is the most important thing in his kit. It deals the damage equal to the damage that you've taken after you have last used it, which can be really strong. For example, when farming for undead buildings. His late game is by far the strongest, but we need to get there first, and it will be really expensive. I'll show you what I mean. His buffs that he gets from his promotion thing are insane. I think I told you this another time. I called it a couple minutes ago, but yeah. I will show you. It's like a list which is half the screen long, only with buffs, hybrid buffs. Now I wanna get the maximum gas upgrades. I mean, only the one that we really need. And then we'll just focus on minerals. Okay, we got those, now we just go back. What do we not have? We don't have bigger bullets. It's a really important upgrade. Because, yeah, it buffs all the damage sources, every single ability, and the attacks. This hybrid is also perfect for farming the infested buildings, if that is what you want. But I don't suggest doing this. I suggest sticking with your team when they need you to tank the bosses. Okay, that's a lot of damage. And we took one full HP thingy. Perfect. Next boss. I think they got this though. Like the mothership and the cyclone are still really high damage champions. You can see here the first basic buffs, which are kinda boring. We have damage reduction and health regen. But it will get better, it will get much better than this. Now let's see what can we find until the structures respawn. This doesn't really do a lot of damage. At first it really doesn't, but after a while it's gonna be a spell you're gonna use every 5 seconds. Let's go once again between the tanks. Hopefully they did respawn. Yeah, they did. We used that a bit early, but we didn't get the command center. But no problem. We go to the next. Is it a boss? Yeah. But he's out. He doesn't really need me. The mothership is tanky as it is. Without this, I deal no damage whatsoever. Really? 1 HP? Okay, there we go. Next we want our speed, specialities and special stats. Okay, I'm going. Stop pinging me so much. Come on, some help here. We don't do enough damage. We need cyclone. We need a cyclone. And here comes the SCV. Here comes the SCV. Yeah, we lost that one. Without any damage dealers, the hybrid does not really have a purpose. Did we get... we don't have speed boots, but because it's such an easy mode we don't need it. We just go straight for our special stats. The cyclone is hugging the CC, not really doing anything. We get... no, the other one is a bit better. It gives us more healing from our energy usage. Every time he uses energy, he gets hit points. So that's a nice addition to his kit, but it's not very reliable because you have pretty long cooldowns. So for healing we'll mostly use the buffs that are gonna pop up later. Oh, I think he's AFK. Now this makes sense. Okay, so you're just gonna hotkey him nicely and use him as our personal weapon. TP. Let's TP him to us. This is why it wasn't helping us do the bosses. So no problem. Oh, one shot. And like a 5-second cooldown. Okay, nice. Now he's my new pet. What are you doing? He cannot right click the hybrid for some reason. So now we have the damage with the tank. I hope he won't get back anytime soon. I wanna use this. He's buffed though, he's level 4. So now we can base. We can just outright base. And I'll show you later how strong can this guy really become. You can just AFK the whole game without touching the mouse and you'll never die. This is how good the late game hybrid really is. Because he will get a ton of life leech. Okay, so more cannons. We'll build these even though they don't really help. They're kinda weak, but we need something to tank the damage. This could have been any other mode really, but it's hard, which slows a bit down the process, slows it down, but it's not like a crime or anything. You will have more time to process what's going on, because if you're new, this game can get really frustrating and impossible to learn. Actually, can we not go for the bosses, the corner bosses? We should try exactly that. Hybrid goes in the front and then Cyclone in the back. But the golem can TP towards the Cyclone, which is a risk we have to assume. Gonna get some turrets. Back off the Cyclone. Okay, come on now. It's me versus you. And it takes no damage. Okay, run. We can't do this, we need more damage. A battle cruiser would be perfect for the job. Because the big bosses, the corner bosses, have a ton of damage reduction, which practically makes it impossible to get them without some really powerful level 8 auras or a battle cruiser. Maybe with a maxed out Cyclone we could, but this guy is far from maxed out. Don't even know how soon he'll be back here. Bailing shower. We can even take banings now to the face. Do I have damage reduction from my level? What were these? Level 2, level 4. Move shields, move speed. No, we don't have damage reduction yet. We'll have to hang out here until we get all the bosses, after which we can just chill like forever. You must be careful, we don't wanna lose the Cyclone. One shot. I like the fact that he upgraded his R before he went AFK. At least now we'll have the damage, and if he comes back he's not just gonna leave, because it's this option too. There's this option, he comes from AFKing and then he leaves the game, and we don't get to play with his hero, Mr. Toteb. Thank you for your services in advance. No. Should I go out with the hybrid? Yeah, I probably should, to farm a bit. Because the more of these you get, the more minerals they bring you. Also need to watch out for the Cyclone. I don't wanna lose him. So once again, we barely do not get DCC, which is the fattest loot there. Level 5. No, some banings, perfect. Now we have some damage stacked up. We have 1900. Let's get the speed actually. Let's get the speed. Just in case. Speed boots. That's what they're called. Speed boots, and then we have a special upgrade which is not done. Yeah, it's that one. Did we miss the double damage buff? Because that is by far the most important. I don't think we did. I think the bosses just get here really slow. On Insane or so, the bosses just come before you even expect them. By minute 40-50 they're all gone. They're either not completed or you have all the buffs. More turrets for the cyclone. What's this? The like overlord waves? Is this a thing? No, the ultralisk waves. And here comes the next boss. Who's gonna be the lucky winner? Who's gonna get his face smashed with the drainage ability? Let's see. I wanna get the boss. Where is it? Infestor. Lame. Easy kill. I don't see the Haka, because he screwed me up in past games. He drugged my DPS because I was hybrid. He once dragged the battle cruiser, one shot him, and then he just left. And then I could not get any more bosses. And the other time he got both my cyclones. There were two cyclones, the Haka got them both. One he dragged himself, and the other one got dragged 4 times by his little minions. The stun is so long, he drags you and he stuns you for like 4 seconds. So this is why I really like the hybrid, because you can go and tank all that. But in those games I didn't really have time to tank anything, because they're all just so fast. So next, I hope this one is double damage. I really hope we did not just miss it altogether. Okay, let's go farm a couple more structures. Cause if we do, then we might not even need the 1 million minerals from the last boss. Okay, now we have a bit more range on our R, so we should be able to get all this. Come on, really? Do not die, Mr. Cyclone. Please stay alive. Got double damage from the Zelnaga, which is really nice. You'll just go in the middle of their biggest settlement and ruin everything for them. Just like that. Now get out. What are these? Why is he basing there? Why there? Why not here? The range on his R is insane. We don't really care about that. The damage is still pretty low on his W. We need level 8. But the bosses are so tanky. Do we have a level 8? Actually, Cyclone is just level 8. Wait a minute. Could use this to get the corner bosses. Hopefully we can use these. Cause Ravagers. This is not cool. So TP here. Cause Ravagers have like 14 range each. And we don't want to lose the Cyclone. With certain champions you even get to have less vision range than the Ravager range. It's always risky to walk on the map while you're not surrounded by other stuff. Oh, Stukov. That was easier than I expected. So when Ravagers come, do not stay out on the map, because they can come from any angle at any time and just four-shot you. Or if you walk into them, you can walk in like 20 of them and again get obliterated in a couple seconds. You count to 2, then you're done. You've lost the game. Even though I did not see any of them quite yet. Just yet. I'm gonna check. And also farm some structures. I see no Ravagers here. Come on, I'm so far from getting this thing. And this thing. Okay, we'll just go to this side of the map. Use our E. Still not enough to get the CC. We need some more damage buffers. Bounty, I hope this one is the double damage. Unless we missed it. So which one? Oh, this is not even that. This is the first bounty. Oh my. This is so late. Actually, the one after this is that. Double damage the second. Yeah, this is so much slower than I'm used to. The first one doesn't really matter because you don't get to buff your stats, but if you plan on keep on playing for a long time, then go for the double kill by all means. And I am planning to stay here for a long time. You can see here the buffs got a bit more complicated. We have now 5% move speed. Go farm once again. This time we need to get the CC. Yeah, there you go. Don't, no, please do not die. Don't die on me. I don't know where to send the cyclone. I need to come back. I thought for a second that Cyclone died. Now the boss is gonna be here soon. I don't know which boss. It's probably Kerrigan. We need to get back our base. No, it's this thing. I did not deal any damage. That was no damage. Maybe now? No. Okay, I need help. I need some help with the boss. For some reason the Cyclone doesn't do anything with his spell. Oh, but my hybrid. Oh boy. The SCV is not gonna help us. It does not work on this boss for some reason. Okay, we'll need the Cyclone Aura and then the lunge, and this should be enough. Okay, so Aura, lunge, still no. Okay, now here we go. There we go. But why does it not work on that boss? I'm not sure. But good thing our team was here. Now we get also shields and health from our super buffs. Now that the boss is over, we can just go keep on basing with our Cyclone buddy. Bounty in 20 seconds. The damage is so low without level 8. 4, 3, 2, 1. How do you go? Yeah, this is the double damage that I was talking about all this time. Now check this out. I'm gonna take like what, 400 damage, 4-7, and then boom, one shot. I one shot everything right now, all the structures. This is why I wanted this thing so bad. So now I think we should go for the last buffs. Why does my spell... oh, it does, but sometimes it doesn't. Not sure why. Is this supposed to be this way? I'm not sure. Let's just max out our hybrid. Speed gloves, and we need vision and range next. Now, as you can see, I'm not really doing a lot with the hybrid. It's just for tanking, it's literally just for that only purpose. His real strength is in his team. He will be able to deal a lot of damage, but a bit later. As I said before, the late game is the most important aspect when it comes to playing with this guy. Okay, so here comes Kerrigan. And for some reason that SCV is just dragging her towards him. Why? Why are you doing that? What is wrong with you? Dealing no damage. Come here. Get her here. Lag. Who's lagging? Is it me? Why am I lagging? The drops are pretty odd. Now come on, bring her to the turrets. So I'm sure I will not lose my cyclone. Okay, now she's getting focused by like 5 different heroes. Okay, we got her. Another boss down. As you can see, now it's very difficult to get the bosses with only one hero. Not even the BC can take out the Kerrigan without help, because they nerfed his Yamato. Wave 96. When is the last boss? I don't know if I recall. I don't know. I haven't played hard in a long while. Now Kerrigan was the most difficult boss of all. The one with the most damage reduction and hit points. Now once we got her, there is not much that can stand in our way. Now I'm getting tons of minerals. and I'm not sure where from. Now next we go ability cooldown. We definitely need that, because we rely on spending mana and on being able to spam our W. You can see we have just taken a bit of damage, then we almost one shot the CC. More buffs. You can see they're also multiplying. The more upgrades, the more buffs. We're not far from the like really odd ones. I mean, from now on it is practically impossible to lose with hybrid, unless you get extremely greedy. You can't lose with this guy. He's too tanky. Now he also has a ton of damage reduction. This is the main power of the hybrid. You could technically solo almost any difficulty, but you would not be able to complete the waves if you're alone. Now we should try and go for the corner bosses. I mean after this one, after this boss. I guess it's the Haka. I'm pretty sure it's the Haka. No, it's the Broodlord. Oh, that's a lot of damage, and he got one shot. You see, sometimes this works and sometimes that does not work. I'm not sure why that is. Yeah, you can see we're starting to deal damage with our W. Okay, now I think it's time to try the corner bosses. Golem comes first, because it's the hardest. If we can do that, we can do Dragon too. Okay, go first these cannons to tank the Golem. Next, the hybrid. Did he get done by someone else? No, he didn't. It's still here. And my spell deals still no damage. No, not my cyclone. I still can't. I need more damage. For the corner bosses you need the BC. It's really hard to do it any other way. I mean, Cyclone could do it, but he needs his maxed out photon cannons. Because other than that, he doesn't really have anything to deal with the bosses. Let's go farm some more structures. This one is up to you. Can get the damage reduction, but it's only 20%, so if you feel like it, get the resources. I'll get right now the damage reduction. I'll get the 1 million minerals later, so I don't need any other buffs. Level 8, finally. Now I get the aura, the slowing aura. Yeah, trucks cannot really survive on this difficulty, even though we don't really need them, so I don't think it's that big of a problem. Now we're starting to deal real damage. Now and only now. After we are like 60 minutes into the game. This next boss, I believe it's the Haka. So we need to get his drag out of the way first. Now I blocked it. So no, not me, someone else used the cannons. So we'll wait for the Haka right here and use the drainage. Oh, that damage! That's so much. One shot. Boss down. Now this was the worst. From now on it's gonna be way easier. We have Kel'Thuzad, I think is the last boss, but he's easy to defeat. And that will get us the last buff. Now we don't even need the cyclone anymore, because the red is just gonna absolutely demolish the leech. But it's only level 3 though, I don't know. Our cyclone is 13. Our cyclone is the highest level. Yeah, lucky Toteb. He was AFK the whole game. He's still the strongest. I babysat him the whole game. He's 13. I guess he has some experience multipliers activated, because I don't see how else he could have 13 at this point, because it's way harder to get to from 8 to 13 than from like 2 to 8. I'm not sure though. We need to keep him alive. Hopefully we will not lose our base once again. I really want to show you what this hybrid can be capable of, but I'll need just a bit more time. And yes, I know this video is taking so long, but it's worth it. On harder difficulties it would take way less time to get to his maxed out state. Okay, now we get obviously the hit points. Easy choice. For a tank, you can't go wrong with the hit points. Now if you wanna max out like way sooner, you can of course go with the early resources. And by that I don't mean the 10,000 ones, 10,000 upgrade, but the 250,000 minerals or the 300,000. Because the 10,000 is never worth it. That's just not enough to justify the loss. For a second I thought I just sent this cyclone all the way across the map to the corner. Yeah, now you can see our W deals real damage. You can two-shot almost everything with this thing. Look at this. Boom. Okay, now we are starting to scale. Really. Oh, that is so much damage. Use it. That was close. I'm not sure about this. Tanks just came for me. Think we need to send the cyclone. No, we lost it. Run for your life. Oh, that's why you don't want to get greedy. Never. I'm sorry, Green, that was my bad. We went so deep into the creep. Now we have to deal with Brack. Now the question is, can we deal with Brack? Because he has a ton of regen. Come on, Mr. Cyclone, help us clear the boss. This is like part of your job. Red target boss. Oh, it's the boss debuff. Oh no. I will be left with no hit points. Okay, Brock buff is annoying. I am not okay. Oh. Okay, this is also one thing to keep in mind whenever you play hybrid. The debuff from the boss, from this boss in particular, can really mess you up. Now we must wait for the boss to fade. Make sure we don't go below 10 HP. Yeah, we've lost OJ. That's a big no-no. Now, can we ask for some minerals? Are they even in the game? It's me, it's Red and OJ. He's level 1, bounty incomplete, of course. Okay, the buff is done. Or is it? No, it's not. Not just yet. Will OJ come back? The question is. I don't know. How long does this thing last? I will need some damage for the Kel'Thuzad. Red, you hear me? Can he speak English? Because I know a lot of these guys are Russian. No, I don't think he can. I think that was it, the buff is gone. Yeah, we can finally go back to our stuff. We need the leech buff. Okay, taunt them. Taunt. What are you doing? Okay, he knows how to use his R. That's a nice thought. Good to know. Okay, now please, you will need to use your R on the leech. I don't think you can hear me, but still, I don't lose hope. We need the boss buff. So there he is. And he's taking no damage whatsoever. Why is the cyclone not attacking? Come on, dude. Need to use your R. Cause mine doesn't do much. Yeah, I think we will not get the bounty. Just a reminder that the hybrid is not damage focused. It sucks at getting bosses, but is invincible at the same time. Bro, use R on the boss. Use R on the boss. Please. Please. It doesn't. How much is this? This is like 500,000 HP in total. I mean, it's not gonna be a big deal because we got most of the buffs that we need, but still, it will be a shame if we lost all this. Or just request any spare minerals that they might have. No, it's too late for him to choose anything else. It can't deal any damage. It just has like what? 165% damage reduction, which doesn't really equate to that much, but it's still a whole lot of damage reduction. Yeah, we did not get the bounty. Okay. Yeah, I know this problem. The Cyclone R does not always work on certain like mobs, certain bosses. We'll have to max out the old school way, just farm, which is not gonna be too difficult. I think they will have like spare resources. You can see from now on we can take out any enemies except of course for the bosses. And with all this damage reduction, yeah, look at this. You barely take any damage. Can we get more? Yeah, I have no idea how much do these guys have. But they are cyclones, so they probably have a lot of spare stuff. Because I don't really know if the income thingy on the cyclone is as OP as it was before. 30,000. You can see now mega and ultra buffs. We got cooldown reduction and okay, the crit strike, which is I think the most OP in his whole kit. So check this out, 30% chance to do a critical strike dealing 100 bonus damage and returning 10% of the bonus damage back as life. Yeah, we finished the mode, but we'll continue. Wanna show you a bit what can late game hybrid do and how he becomes invulnerable to any damage. I'm not taking enough damage to be able to deal damage with my R. Okay, now I am. Okay, 32,000. A couple more ultra buffs. Lucky us, we got these structures. Now we can farm properly. Somehow they have money to give me, they have so much. $34,000 for the next. You can see it's extremely expensive to max. Here come the abominations. But our W still deals so much damage. Let's request a couple more, because they don't really need it. They're cyclones, and cyclones are pretty cheap to max out, unlike this guy. 36,000. Come on, how many are there? Are there up to like what, 40,000? Now we can see extreme, we got energy, experience multiplier and weapon splash. Now this is way harder to do without taking on the bosses like the Lich, but it's still doable somehow. This is why I always say, and I say so many times, 100k more and I am maxed. Oh, also now I got my my area damage. So check this out. I deal 100 damage around my body every couple of seconds or so. And this can also crit. This can do critical damage, which also restores our HP. So this is why I was saying I can AFK and not die, because this will restore hit points forever no matter what I do. Everything can crit, your W, your R, and it all gives you hit points back. $40k. Okay, when will you get the last of buffs? I really wanna max out with this guy. I hope the 40,000 one is the last upgrade. No, not yet. We have 42,000. An upgrade costing freaking 42,000. You can see, at this point we don't even need to use spells. Our area damage is already taking care of most of these. And our HP regen is way too high for us to drop in HP. This is so funny. I just need to walk by them. And he died. Okay, they need my help. I'm getting focused by like 7 tanks. And I don't even feel anything. Come on, attack me. What happened? Where are you going? Okay, now we are maxed. Finally. And the legendary buff with Skadoosh makes Skadoosh better. Even though we don't really need it anymore. Now we don't need to use any spells, as you can see. Area damage is way too OP. This would work just as fine on higher difficulties. Even chaotic, even though I have never tried this on chaotic. I guess they changed the mods too, together with this update. Just walk by them, I'll just walk by them. I don't need to do anything else. Okay, I'll go get some water. Yeah, so now I can just sit here and farm forever if I really need to. The last thing that I wanna do is see if I can get the corner boss. Actually, I can. Forget everything that I've said. I can get the corner bosses. 3-shot it with my W. This is so dope. This is the new goat of this game, even though early he is kinda useless. Where is the golem? Did he die? Did he? Yeah, he did. Someone else took it. There's no golem. Wait, what? What are you doing here? Yeah, we're also taking down the golem. the same manner, 3-shotting it. I mean, almost 4-shotting it. So from now on I can do anything. I can AFK, I can get bosses. All because of these buffs. I mean, it's not half a screen of like buffs, it's a whole screen almost worth of buffs in length. Here you have them, you can read them if you want. Pause the video, see what they are, see how OP they are. That was a lot of damage. Now I can't die. I'm the king of this map. No one can do anything to me, really. I have like 400% damage reduction, which has weird maths into it. Like, they stack somehow on top of each other, but I won't figure that out right now. Now we are the highest level hero. I'm still sorry for OJ. Now lurkers can also take these out with our W. It will take a while, but it will happen. I'm still sorry because I've lost that cyclone. I shouldn't have really, I should have just ran away. Yeah, see, even the lurkers can hold. They cannot hold. Come on, boys, come after me. Oh, that's right. You want me. And I wanna kill 4 of you at a time. Even 6 if possible. I can just take damage forever. I wanna wait a couple seconds, see if I can one-shot these with my R. I'm curious. Could I get rid of them just by pressing a simple R? Okay, it's been a while. Half HP. Still quite impressive. So here you have it, the new and improved hybrid, the new GOAT, the new strongest hero of this map. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, because I make content pretty much daily and I'm really putting a lot of work into these videos. So that was it, hope you enjoyed it, and see you guys in the next one.